Question: which is better, automatic or manual? Well, to answer that question, we've pitted two identical Volkswagen 2-litre Scirocco diesels against each other, with a manual Blue Motion transmission versus the DSG automatic. The new Scirocco has been around for the best part of a decade, but there's still questions unanswered surrounding the latest diesel for me. Have they finally got it right? And which gearbox setting suits it best?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first test of the day, Scirocco number 1, manual gearbox. I have to say, I've been looking forward to driving the new Scirocco for quite a long time actually. The only chance I've had so far is on Forza Motorsport. I've always been a fan of Volkswagen, ever since the Beetle. It's my dream car actually, the Beetle, which doesn't sound particularly masculine, but there you go. However, I've always liked the development of the company. I mean, why do you think it is that there are more magazines on the car market for the Volkswagen than any other car? There's a very, very particular reason for that. National here. Oh, yes! There you are, my friend! Woohoo! I wasn't even trying to hit 60 quickly, and we still managed to get there pretty darn fast. I like a manual gearbox. Automatic gearboxes leave me quite frustrated because they never change gear when I want to. So the manual for me is always the way to go. But it's also very easy to get the manual gearbox wrong. And the thing is, everything as well about the Volkswagen is practicality. It's about convenience. And then they just plug all this power into it. A nippy little Scirocco going like the clappers. You can forgive the Scirocco its 3-door function, because driving it is pure bliss. This is an sort of a car. Come on, pass me the ball. Oh, I have wanted to drive this car so much. And this is why. Ready? Here we go. Plant the throttle. Boom! Even in low gear, we've got a bag full of power. Yes! You got a nippy car that can get up to 60 pretty quickly, and now I'm stuck in traffic again. So what do I do now? Drop it into 6th gear and cruise. And now the fuel tank is just a little bit.
So I've had a good long play with the Blue Motion and I love it. So with the odds stacked against it, can the DSG gearbox really win me over?
Now immediately I'm skeptical, but that is because I'm not a fan of flappy paddle gearboxes. I am a gamer, I do play a lot of video games, which means that I'm quite used to flappy paddle gearboxes. On a video game, not in a car, not one that I'm actually driving, on a road. Wow! That was pretty quick! In normal automatic mode, in comfort mode, the gearbox is so intelligent. Ready? There we go. Change. Yes! You've changed what I've asked you to! My goodness, this is a good car. It won't go more than 3,000 revs before it decides it's going to change, but actually it goes to 2,000 more often than not, and then thinks actually he'll want to save some fuel. And it's fast, really fast. I can feel this is like 20% of what this car can give, and we're cruising at 60 on a national road. I can feel there's more under the surface. This is a proper iceberg car. We're only seeing the tip. There's a lot more underneath we're not allowed to muck about with. And this is the difficulty, because I'm driving both of these cars and I'm trying to find which one of them I like the best. But as it happens, these are twins, these cars. I do quite like the flappy pedal gearbox actually. I never thought I'd ever say that. I hate flappy paddle gearboxes. I quite like this one though. Whoa! Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! Now this is a mini supercar. I could fall in love with this car very, very quickly if things keep up like this. Oh, throwing through the corners like a dirty grey go-kart. It is just superb. And I've driven both generations of the old Scirocco and I just loved it. This is genuinely that same experience with modern technology. It's almost uncanny how they've achieved that. You know, this is a completely different car in reality because we're not making cars the same way we did in the 70s and 80s. It shouldn't even feel like the Scirocco used to. But I've got that sense of it. I've got that sense of the old Scirocco flair with modern technology. And the thing that's even more impressive is that despite the fact that one is an auto and one is a manual, they're both as efficient on the fuel. On paper, this would be manual every time because I prefer manuals to automatics, and the flappy paddle gearbox always seems to put me off. But not in this. Not in this.
I've been in these cars since 11 o'clock driving around the gorgeous Essex landscape, but it's now 5 PM and I need to make a decision. Which is better? Do-it-yourself greenhouse or virtual racer's armchair? This is, quite frankly, the toughest road test I've ever done. 6 hours of driving two almost identical cars. Which one? That one? I don't know. I just can't decide. Sorry folks, I can't pick a winner. Basically, you need to figure out which you'd rather feel like. The Tiger or the Panther, the Lightning Bolt or the Humid Breeze. One thing I can say is that either way, you definitely win. Volkswagen really have created economic driving heaven.